YouTube family, this is Francie with Francie's Joy. I was trying to do this as I drove here, but the camera just kept shaking because of the road. So I thought that's not going to be a good video. But it's Saturday and I'm out running errands, so I thought I'll make a video now and talk about my errands, because why not, right? Honestly, I don't know if I just like to be under pressure. I don't know. But let me tell you my idea. So, I'm a teacher, if you didn't know. And I do desire to retire and be done with this and travel and be out in nature. And so I watch a lot of videos on van life and so forth. And I have actually converted a couple vans. If you've watched my past videos, I don't have those vans anymore. So the white van that I traded in for a car for better gas mileage, I do so miss that van. I was having some issues with it though. Besides gas being at that time it was going up close to $5 a gallon, and I had a 45-minute drive to work, and so at the time I thought it was best to trade it in for something smaller that didn't eat so much gas. And I was having problems with like the wheel things, and I don't know, it just was getting costly to get it repaired, and then it just kept being another problem, and then another problem, then another problem. So I think I got rid of the problem, but I do miss it. So anyway, back to my errands. I'm going into Hobby Lobby first, and I'll tell you what my crazy idea is. And then there's a store called So Many Things, which I love going in that store. It has a lot of fabric, but it's costly. Hobby Lobby's fabric is 30% off right now. So anyways, this is my idea. So I'm a teacher, I said that, but I'm wanting to make something for all the teachers in the high school at least, which is about 50 people. Okay, now, last quarter, I ordered something. I ordered these little, I guess they're made out of resin, animals, and it said thank you, little cute sayings with thank you, and they were in a little mesh bag. So I gave everybody one of those. It wasn't that expensive. I don't know, probably $40, $50. And I gave everybody one of those just as a source of encouragement. And we got this email from our president. So there must be something going on. But he was encouraging everybody to be encouraging to each other. And it said a lot of other things. And I'm just thinking, I wonder what's going on. I don't feel very encouraged at the school I'm at. I do what I do because it's who I am. But do I feel like I'm encouraged? No, I don't. So I think that's why I try to give it out to others but it's a lot of people. Now I can just do a little note, and I'll probably do that too later, but anyway, back to I'm so over the place. What I'm thinking. So I like to sew and stuff, and I could make everyone like a key fob in school colors. But men, they don't really wear a wristlet key fob, right? So you got to think of what can you make that men would use as well. So I'm thinking of a little coaster, because a coaster they can put on their desk. So we're thinking a square coaster in school colors, right? Okay, so our school colors are like a royal blue and white, and they mix it with gray and black as well. Okay, so I think I'll get a royal blue material, and but I'm going to make a rag coaster where I can just sew the two, there will be 3 pieces together, and just snip the edges and wash it so it has that rough look around the edge. And anyway, so yeah, that's why I'm here looking at fabric. I don't know why I do this to myself. I'm already needing to get a baby blanket finished crocheting. I want to make a little Viking hat for the baby, and probably for his sisters. So I have plenty of stuff to work on, and I've been working on the blanket probably every day this week. Just blankets take forever. But I'm going to throw this in the mix too. So I'm going to go look at the material. Hopefully they've got a royal blue. And there's another, and I thought I would just do gray on the back, but there's a material of rocks or stones, and it's got, I think, just spiritual words, maybe blessed, faith, I don't know, stuff like that. And I thought it'd be really cool to do the school color, the blue on one side, and on the back side have the stones, because it's gray and white, so it kind of goes. That's my thought. Then I have these tea towels, okay, from when I went to England a long time ago. This one, I think, is this London? Oh, sorry, no, it's Wales. I never understood what Wales was. The countries, what does it say? Oh, the countries of Wales. Oh, maybe this will help me understand it. So this is all the countries that are included in Wales. I don't know. I don't understand that area. But I know we went there and we saw lots of castles. Yeah, but I don't know. But anyway, one of them is, one of these tea towels is a map of Ireland, because I'm part Irish. And the other is the Irish blessing. So those I'll probably just hang up. But this is my London. I don't want to use them. They're really just cotton. You know, this is a heavier canvas cotton. So I think I've asked people ideas. What do you want to do with these? I've looked for ideas on YouTube. Can't find anything. But what I'm thinking is maybe making tote bags. See, this side would be upside down though. This side would be okay. Maybe I need to cut it and flip it. I don't know. See, I'm not smart enough in this sewing stuff. And then if I made this into a tote bag, it's of the map. That might be okay. I don't know. I just don't know what to do with it, but I thought I would need a lining. I don't know. I may put that project aside to the summer. So I'm going to go into Hobby Lobby, look for some royal blue material and that stone material. Then I need to go to that So Many Things because I want to. And since I'm out. Now I wanted to go last Saturday, but I didn't get out. Then the reason I got out is to get cat food and dog food. So I'm just going Dollar General. I am not going to Walmart. I don't like Walmart, though they do have a good craft section. I may go to Dollar Tree. My students like Smarties, and Dollar Tree is the only place I can find it. But I wonder if I can find it at Dollar General. You can't find them at Walmart. All right, well, let me go and get this done. And then I'll let you know what I decided. All right, so that store is over with. And I didn't do too bad. I usually, when I go into Hobby Lobby, it is like $50. Always. But this time, I don't think it was. It was under 50. So, let me show you. I did get this box, which is kind of hard to show on the camera, but it's just a big box. It says, "The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear?" And that is basically to store all this stuff I got. The paper that I used to make those journals. I don't know if I showed you all those. I don't know. But I got these composition books from Office Max or Office Depot for 34 cents. And then you can get some wallpaper strips from the Dollar Tree and put it on there and make these journals. I think I've showed it, but if not, I probably won't. I'll show you later. All right, so the material I got, school color. So this is going to be one side. And I would love to have, like, if I had an embroidery machine, this would be over the top. I would embroider a bulldog, but I don't. And That would be so cool, though, to make a coaster with the bulldog face on one side. And then I got this on the other side. These are the rocks, and those are the words. I wasn't sure about this, or if I should just go gray. But, well, obviously I went with this. So hopefully I'll make one today, kind of see how it will turn out. I'm going to do a 5x5 square. And my batting will probably be a 4x4 square. Because I don't really want the batting out. I'm going to put a cotton batting in there, you know, to absorb the liquid. I could do a piece of flannel instead and like colored, like black flannel. Oh, that would look nice. Because then along the edges when you snip it, you would have the black and the gray and the blue. All school colors, right? You know, that is an idea. I don't know which would be better. Anyway, I'll try to make one today. I don't have any black flannel, so I would have to buy that. I already have the cotton batting because I bought it a while ago to make those bowl coasters or something. Yeah. All right, so that's my Hobby Lobby run. Yarn wasn't on sale, so that's a good thing. There's a Hallmark here. I haven't been in Hallmark in years, so I thought I'm gonna run in there. You know, they have the neatest little trinkets, just little gifts. I was tempted to buy some of the cardinal things, you know, like for my sisters and my mom. I'd have to buy a lot of cardinals if I was buying one for each. Anyway, but I did get something for my daughter who lives with me for Valentine's Day. She likes these little things. And I don't know if this is the kind she gets, but it's one of these blind boxes. So yeah, I'm going to give her that for Valentine's Day. So at least I've got a little something to give her. And that was that. So now I'm going to head off to So Many Things and see what they have. There's a couple things I might buy there that because I get emails from them. So let's run over there, and then from there I go to Dollar General, and then I hope I'm done. So, all right, well, I forgot about the Dollar Tree. Fortunately, I remembered before I left this area because the Dollar Tree is right there. So I didn't realize I was going to be showing you everything I bought today, but I got this popcorn because it's just tasty. That's all there is to it. I also got a grape soda. Yeah, that's not the best thing, but I do occasionally like a grape soda or an orange soda. You know, those different flavors that you don't normally have. And then a card for my daughter to go with her gift. And a bag. See, I'm really prepared. This is like 2 weeks early. And then I also got a card for my uncle who's having a birthday February 12th. He likes to still get cards in the mail. He's going to be 89, I think. I really would like to crochet him this donkey that he likes, but I don't think I can get it done in time. Yeah, that's because I do other stuff. And then I got a card for a friend of mine who, the person she had been caring for many, many years died. So that's for her. Oh, they also had these socks. So that's one in Scooby-Doo. Those are for my daughter, so I got her something little for Valentine's Day. So we are done with that. But do you know why I went into the Dollar Tree? For the candy, and I almost walked out without it, and I'm like, what did I even come in here for? You know, you just start walking around and you think, oh wait, I do need cards and I need this. Oh, I do like to get these. These are like wipes for adults, and I just like them. They're large wipes and they're good, just freshen up and stuff. They're really good for camping. Yeah, so I buy those to have on hand all the time. And this is what I went in for, you know, the Smarties. Now, it'd probably be cheaper if I could find these in a big bag, but I can't. So they only had 6 of these, so I got all of them. So, that was that. All right, Dollar Tree is done. So, now I need, well, there's so many things is because I want to go there. And then the Dollar General is next to that store. And that's where I will get the cat food and dog food. And hopefully I don't see anything else where I go, oh, I need this too. And then I'm going home. That's it. So I don't even know what time it is. But I'm ready to be home. You know, errands, I don't know what I think about them. I really have to convince myself to get out. And this time it was because the cats and dogs needed food. Now, the candy and the other stuff I got, that was a plus to get that done with. The material, it was because I have an idea to do these coasters, which I don't even know if I'll be able to get them all done. I mean, I don't really have a time frame. I mean, there's no time I need to have them done to give them to them. But I'm thinking probably right before spring break would be nice to give it to everybody before they go on spring break. So maybe that would be my goal. I don't know. I debate about making octopuses for my marine science students. I don't know, because that's like $75. I have enough yarn. That's not the issue. I don't know about the eyes, but I have enough yarn. All right, let me do these last 2 stores and get home. Okay, that store, I could be in there forever because I have so much material there, and it just makes me happy. You know, it's like yarn. I don't know what it is. And I was feeling melancholy, I guess. Melancholy. I don't know if I would say depressed, but just melancholy. I don't know how else to say it. So, when I get out and I go to stores like that, it makes me happy. And I don't know why. And so anyway, you know, I showed you those tea towels, right? And I asked the guy, there's 2 men that run this store. And I said, can I ask you something? I showed my tea towels. I said, I've had these forever since I went to Europe, and they just sit in a container, and I'd like to make a tote out of them or something. And he says, oh yeah, then make a cute tote. I said, yeah, but when you fold it in half, this is upside down. He says, you have to cut it. I said, okay, that's what I had thought. I'll have to cut it and flip it so it's right side up. And then what he said is like he would surround it with another color, which I had wondered that too, and then use that color for the straps. So I got this color to go with the London, and I asked, you know, I said, is this gonna look okay? He said, yeah, that will make it pop, it'll be bright. And I'm just so excited. I don't even know how these bags are gonna turn out, because I really am not a designer. Okay, I need the pattern, and then I can go from there. But we're gonna see. And I can't find anyone who does this on YouTube. I mean, come on. You're telling me people don't get these souvenir towels and want to make something? I guess not. So, and then the Wales one, I have the green, which I think will go good. So, I don't know when I'll do this project. Not anytime soon, but at least I have got it started versus them sitting in a container for years. Now, another thing I bought, they had like this with just these different things and materials. Yeah, that's it. Just different things and materials. This was $7. And so I think, yeah. So the material is about this size. So I'm looking at making rag quilts, and I want to start small. I'm starting with the coasters, right? The little rag coaster. And then I want to move to a purse. So I thought maybe I could use this, just spending $7 on this material. It's got all these colors that match, right? I can probably make 2 squares out of this. You know, I could just fold it in half and use that as the square. But I'll probably follow a pattern on a YouTube. But I think this will help. I think this will help me get started with that. Of course, I need batting, and you know, when you sew, you need all this other kind of stuff. So that was that, right? Then I tell you, not the best store to go into. This, you can't tell what it is, but it's going to go into a book. So I get their emails, and that's either a mistake or not. I don't know, okay? So this has pages, right? And when you sew it together, I think that's the title, Swim With Me, right? So I have, you know, my nephew that I'm sewing, crocheting that quilt for. Isn't this cute? Look at this. I'm so excited to make this. And if I can make this and it work okay, in my life group, there's a couple of little toddlers. I'd like to make them one too. But what's so neat about this is I've got fish already crocheted I could send with it. I don't have a seahorse, but I have a whale. I've got an octopus. So I could send him little stuffies to go with the book. I think that'd be so cute. Maybe that would be a good Christmas gift. So that was that. I will not get it back in that bag. What else? Oh, they gave me some flyers. Daytona Beach. Join Quilt Week, February 18th through the 21st. Interesting. It's like a conference. Oh my word. Could you imagine? It's at Daytona Beach. Classes, lectures, and special events. Oh my word, you know how much fun this would be, but it would take a lot for me to go, to push myself to go. It's Wednesday through Friday and Saturday 9 to 4. I could go on Saturday. Wonder how far Daytona Beach is from me. That would be so fun. You know, I'm going to look this up, guys. I'm going to look it up because it would bring me joy, right? Of course, I don't know how much money it would cost. Oh, I got some thread. That's probably not too excited. I do like to get variegated thread because I just think it's fun. And then I just got gray. The thread, I don't have much thread, and I thought I did. But a lot of the thread I have does not... it's not strong. It breaks. All right, so I saw this panel. Like I said, I get the emails. And this makes into a purse. And they had one made. It is so cute. Now, I know it says knit and I crochet. But you know what? It didn't say crochet. So I really got it for the pattern. I think it was $10, $11. Okay. So this is what's on one side of the purse. It says purr. These are the straps. Oh, this is the lining. And the straps, oh no, the straps are different. Okay. But what I want to do before I make this, I'm going to trace it on probably paper bag and get the pattern. So I've really bought this for the pattern, and then I'll make it to practice. And then I got my Africa material. I want to try making bags. I'm so excited. I'm excited. You know, this is what gets me happy and in a good mood. And making for others. I don't know. I'm excited. I'm excited to do my little coasters. It's so cute, guys. It's so cute. Oh my goodness. This would make a good bag out of my African material. I don't know about the lining with my Africa material. I'll probably have to go back in there and get something. But we'll do that another payday. Fun stuff. Okay, let's go get the cat food and dog food. And then I'm going home. I may stop and get a sandwich, but then I'm going home. Well, I made it home. I was going to talk after Dollar General, but you didn't need to see all that I got in there anyway. I did try to spend $25 so I could get my $5 coupon, but they did not have kitten food. Matter of fact, they didn't even have cat food except the big 15, 20 pound bags. I thought, are you kidding me? And so there's a Family Dollar on my way home, or I have to go to Walmart. And so I decided to go to Family Dollar. So I stopped and got my sandwich first from this family donut place. It's just a really good bagel sandwich. And so that's basically my breakfast, lunch, and probably dinner, because I don't get hungry. I could probably do one meal a day and be fine. If anything, I might eat some of that popcorn I bought tonight. So it would have been really cool for me to show you the coaster, but I'll show you that later. I have to wash the material before I use it. I always wash the material. But anyway, great errand day and crazy ideas. But when I was eating my sandwich at this donut place, and I just stayed there to eat it, they have this little newspaper thing that you can read, and so I was reading it, and they had horoscopes. I said, okay, well, let me look. And so I looked at Leo, and I can't remember word for word what it said, but it basically talked about doing things for others and do something for others this month, and along those lines, serving others. And I thought, well, that's my job. And then I thought, well, maybe that's why that idea popped into my head, to make those coasters for all my coworkers. I don't know. I don't believe in that horoscope stuff, but I don't know. You never know. So anyway, thanks for watching, and hopefully you enjoyed seeing me run my errands. I don't know. But that's a day in my life on a Saturday, right? So hopefully I'll get that material washed today. Usually after I do a bunch of errands, I just want to come home and sit and veg for a little bit. I'm going to look at the pattern that I'm going to make a hat for my nephew that was born. And yeah, that's it. And I'll continue crocheting on that blanket. So, all right, thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video.